Hi everyone, welcome to Maximum Attack Rallying and to your Thursday dose of rally chit chat. If you are not watching this on a Thursday, well, it's just a dose of rally chit chat, isn't it? So anyway, let's get into it. We thought the drama was over, didn't we? We thought the WRC titles have all been settled. The deed is done. 2024 season is finished. It looks like we've had some additional drama off the stages. As you have perhaps heard, in the immediate aftermath of Rally Japan, WRC 2 champion Sami Pajari announced that he was ending his co-driving relationship with Enni Mälkönen, and this has caused some fallout on social media. Now, I just wanted to do a quick explainer video just to cover what exactly has happened. You might be a bit confused, just to do a very quick run through of what's happened and to maybe explain a little bit about the whys and wheres. So I will go through the statements that have been made and then touch a little bit on the whys and wherefores. One major why though to consider before any of that is to check out the Maximum Attack Rallying merch store. Do have a quick look on there. It's been a little while since I've plugged it, but make sure you check it out. We've got t-shirts and mugs and hats and all sorts of other interesting things. Do give it a look if you want to walk around with my logo plastered all over your body. Have a look at that. Thank you. But let's get into the main topic, and I'm going to get into the main topic by reading a statement. So stick with me here because there's a bit. On Sunday, following the rally, Pajari put out a statement as follows. For the moment, this was the last rally for me together with Enni. I must say I'm super thankful and grateful for her with all the hard work she's been doing over the last 3 years, and I guess we achieved really nice things now. But yeah, I think it's just something normal that happens in working life, that people come and go, and now our paths are pointing in different directions. Then, on Monday, the day after the rally, Mälkönen put out her own statement that was reported on Dirtfish, as Pajari's was. As you know, I will no longer be working as Sami's co-driver. Sami and I have had big dreams together. We've put in hard work and achieved them. Sami's decision to make it a change has taken me by surprise, and I'm understandably very sad about it. This was not the decision that I wanted, and for clarification, I have of course known about Sami's decision before today, meaning Sunday. I have always done my best, and together we had great achievements, 9 wins, 14 podiums and WRC 2 championship. I have dedicated over 10 years of my life to rallying, and I hope and believe that my journey towards the top continues. When one door closes, another one opens. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Prince Sport and Toyota for their unwavering support and belief in me during this past year. These have been the best days of my life. It's been a great honour to work with you. I wish Sami all the success in the future. Now, I think perhaps the important thing here was then the clarification that Pajari put into the same article, or that was put into the same article. So it looks like he has spoken to Dirtfish, so I want to read that bit to you now because I think that is partly what has caused the controversy. So Pajari has said to Dirtfish, in 2018 I won a junior Finnish championship that was with another co-driver, his father, incidentally. Then I had a 2019 Finnish championship victory again with another co-driver, Antti Happala, 2021 JWRC championship with another co-driver, Marko Salminen, and now 2024 winning the WRC2 with Enni after a really nice 3 years of cooperation. But it's like a 4th overall title victory for me, and it's together with a 4th different co-driver. In my case, together with our team, it has been always the plan to look 1 year at a time, where we see the areas where to improve, what is the best for the career at each point of my career, and maybe in different points of your career you need different kind of things. And after a really nice result during the last 3 years, this is something what we have our reasons for and why we decided to do this. So there's a little bit to digest there, isn't there? And this caused some consternation, I think it's safe to say, amongst fans. So I posted about it after the event and said that it was sad, because I think it is sad. I think for me, Enni deserved a chance to compete alongside Pajari at the top level. You know, he's been promoted into a Rally 1 seat for next year. And for me, having just won the WRC title, WRC 2 title together, the natural thing would be to try and continue that success into the next stage of their careers. But, you know, there was a lot of fallout. There was a lot of negative comments. There was obviously, it then obviously got into the gender thing a little bit. And following that, Pajari put out a statement on social media yesterday, on Wednesday, which I will now read to you. I'm doing a lot of reading today. It's like story time. So, Pajari said in this statement, "My announcement that I will not continue my collaboration with Enni has sparked a lot of discussion and speculation in recent days. If I'm honest, the communication and timing of this matter could have been handled better. I should have been clearer in explaining the reasons behind my decision, and also that this decision had already been discussed between us earlier, so it did not come as a surprise at the end of last rally. I only shared my decision on Sunday because we had wanted to focus on our final rally together. These kinds of decisions are never easy. While our collaboration has been very successful, there have also been difficult moments just like in any relationship, and as young competitors in this sport, we have both been still finding our way. As a driver, I need to make sure I have the best possible partnership that I can in the car, and I am truly sorry that we couldn't find a resolution to continue. I want to emphasise that I'm very proud of and grateful for our shared achievements. I hope you can understand that we both want to look to the future now and refrain from further comment." It is also worth noting, just to finish that off, that Enni shared that text in a post of her own and said that it was time to move on. So those are the facts as we have them right now. There is a bit to digest, isn't there? And it is a shame for me that Pajari has to put this statement out. Now, it's worth saying at this point that this is not the first time that a driver and a co-driver have separated. You know, this isn't even the first time that we've had a bit of online drama. You have to remember that when Thierry Neuville and Nicolas Goulsoul separated a few years ago, there was a bit of drama there. There was a bit of needle. So I think, you know, this isn't the first time, and it does happen. You know, I think it's very important to say here that it's absolutely fine for a driver and co-driver to decide to go their separate ways. You know, it's happened many times in the past. Famously, it happened with Colin McRae separating from Derek Ringer and joining up with Nicky Grist at the end of '96. It happens. Pajari is within his rights to make this decision. I think the thing here is optics, isn't it? This is PR. The fact that the announcement was made, the public announcement, you know, Enni knew about this before Rally Japan. The fact that the public announcement was made immediately after Rally Japan, when they should have been just focusing on celebrating their title victory, has, I think, tarnished things a little bit, hasn't it? It seemed, from the outside looking in, it seemed very unfair that she had been basically told that she was getting the boot immediately after they'd won the championship together, even though that wasn't actually the case. I think what's also interesting, perhaps, is Pajari's decision-making process here in this. I've won a championship with her, so now it's time to move on. See, that is very interesting, is it? Because it seems that in his path, once he has reached a certain milestone, it is then time for him to reflect and make a change. And clearly, based on those comments, he feels that it's time for a change, or his team feels like it's time for a change. While from the outside, it doesn't look like Enni has made any mistakes. You know, from his statement, it sounds like there is something in that relationship for him that isn't quite clicking, or that his team feel isn't quite clicking, and that is why the decision has been made. And that is allowed. Ultimately, that is allowed. It is very clearly it's very disappointing for Enni, and the fact that she put this statement out saying how disappointed she was is a real shame, isn't it? Because, you know, she has played as important a role in his WRC2 title and in his career development over the last couple of seasons as anyone. So, as I said, I would have liked to have seen her get a shot in the Rally 1 car with him next year, because to me that seems only fair. You know, they've got to this point together, so for me, I would have liked to have seen her get that chance, even if at the end of next season they decided to make a change if it still wasn't working. But ultimately, it is their decision, isn't it? It's easy for me to say that, having never been in the car with them, because there aren't 3 seats in rally cars, so we don't know what the dynamic is all the time, do we? We don't know what the dynamic is between the stages on road sections, and where this mismatch comes from. So, as I said, I think this is a PR issue, isn't it? Predominantly, this is a PR issue. Pajari is entitled to look for a change if he feels that it's necessary. That is unfortunate for Mälkönen, but it is the harsh reality of the sport. But this is a PR thing, isn't it? It's a PR thing that the announcement, you know, as Pajari said, it was a mistake, wasn't it? It was a mistake to make that announcement on Sunday. They perhaps should have waited until a few days after the rally, let the dust settle, let the celebration continue, let the positive vibes spread around, and then say, we've made this decision. So for me, it's a PR issue. I think it's a shame, obviously, with Enni being a girl. I think it's made it blow up a little bit more, hasn't it? Because I think some people have said, well, is this because of who she is? And I can't imagine that is the case. I think that it is very much just a case of Pajari or Pajari's team perhaps feeling like they're not quite clicking enough, or alternatively what might be happening because he's making this step up, they might have decided that the best thing for him to help him to settle in is to have a more experienced co-driver. So, we don't know right now who his co-driver is going to be, but they might be bringing in someone with much more experience who's competed in Rally 1, for example, or, has competed regularly at the top level of the WRC to give him some more assistance. So we don't know who that person is. It hasn't been announced yet, but I just wanted to do a quick explainer because we do get some drama sometimes, and obviously this has caused a little bit of fallout. As I said, it doesn't seem to me like it's necessarily like there's any needle or horrible things going on. It's just one of those things, unfortunately, where, someone, be it Pajari or someone in his team, coaching team, doesn't feel like this is the best route and that they needed to make a change. So it's a shame. It's a real shame for Enni. I really hope that she gets another seat with someone. Pajari has developed massively, but she is clearly developed. She is clearly performing at a very high level. To win WRC2 as a co-driver, you have to have a certain amount of skill, don't you? You have to have a huge amount of ability. So I really hope she gets picked up by someone else and she gets another opportunity. And obviously, hopefully Pajari will prove himself at the top level next season. So if you don't understand what on earth has been going on, I hope that has given you a bit of an explanation. It's a shame, isn't it? After all the positivity at the end of Rally Japan with them winning the championship, it's a shame it had to go that way, but there we are. These things happen. So I will wrap this one up there. Like I said, I hope that was useful. As always, do please like, comment, subscribe. It very much helps. I was looking at stats the other day and something like 90% of you who watch these videos are not subscribers. So do click that little button because it does help and it gives me validation, and that's very important. Anyway, thank you as always for watching. Do check me out on social media and I will see you again next time.